Secret guardians, starry bright, fiery ones beyond our sight, saints of yore, Buddhas too, guiding lights to me and you.
Welcome to the adventures of a beautiful and gifted Irish orphan named Jian and her secret guardians. This is episode 1, the first of many, and we have an amazing story for you. So I invite you to sit back and enjoy our unassuming hero's telling of her most extraordinary life. Here now is Jian.
The Girl Who Walked into the Light. The Secret Guardians. Book 1. Written by Patrick Rogers. Read by Nora Kelly Lester. Chapter 1. Sweetgrass County, Montana. Hollow Tree Cabin. Absaroka Wilderness. November 2005. Last night the first storm of the season blew in. By morning the snow had tapered off, but the wind continues to howl, sculpting knee-high drifts around the cabin. All day long it's been a battle to keep the fire stoked and the place halfway warm, but I'm content. I know that no one will find me here. Yesterday Luke left at first light. He took the back way out, hiking over the ridge line above the cabin, and then down a steep rocky grade to a wooden beam bridge over the Boulder River. We'd stashed our rented Subaru Outback at an empty camping site there. The Boulder River backcountry is a mecca for campers in the summer, but almost no one ventures this far upriver in the winter. It feels like my husband's been working all over the world lately. First in Brussels, working his new job with my brother, then back home in Northern Ireland, where I'm to join him after the first of the year. However, 4 days ago, he flew in from Europe to get me safely out of Chicago. I'd become a lightning rod in that city, attracting the wrong kind of attention related to my role in our burgeoning Spirit of East-West movement. Takers will always try to steal the light. The worst happened outside our East-West offices last week. I'll summarise, as I'm struggling to put the event behind me. I was threatened by a man, Asian looking like me, and it shook me to my core. I won't linger on him, as I don't need the visual replaying in my mind. He approached me as I was getting into my car. He had a gun, which he flashed just enough to let me know. His message was specific. "Don't come back," he said, his accent distinctly Mandarin. He nodded toward the entrance to our building with its East-West logo. I saw things in his aura, not good things. I won't describe those either. The next seconds were a blur. I remember lurching my Civic out of its parking spot and racing out of the lot, praying for heaven's protection all the while. By the time I'd summoned enough courage to look back, the man had vanished. That was 4 days ago. Besides Luke, I haven't talked to a single person since. Yes, Luke brought me up here for my safety. But I like to look at my newfound isolation as a much-needed retreat. A gift of peace and quiet, allowing me to pray and recenter myself. The world has so much noise, so much muddled light and pulling distractions. The peace has been nice, but also enlightening. For last night my world changed again. In the etheric realms I saw a fresh record of my father, and I think my heart may be close to finding something lost to me for over 20 years. I am Jian, the daughter of Jian Byrne, an Irish man raised in Belfast, Northern Ireland, and Lin Daoming, a Chinese healer and teacher. Sean met Ming in Taipei, Taiwan. Beyond that fact, I know too little about them, for I never knew them. In 1982, 3 weeks after I was born, they and my brother Caelan were abducted off a Belfast street. I never found my parents, but I found my brother, and so much more over the course of my short life. I thought my quest had ended, but I was wrong. The new Akashic memory excites me. I've been pacing the cabin all day, not only to stay warm but also to keep up with my racing mind. Luke and Caelan should know about this. Maybe our search isn't over. Maybe I missed something all those years ago and just have to find it. I stop in my tracks and stare out the window at the pristine snow that now graces the forest, bending the pine boughs low. I wrap my arms around myself. Maybe getting me up here was heaven's plan all along. Now alone and isolated from the outside world, I can dig into my past. I need to record my memories. There's something I'm not remembering, some link I'm missing between events, current and past, between East-West and my lost parents. If I can find that link, perhaps I can finally find them. Ming, my mother, was supposed to train me to follow in her East-West footsteps. Of that I'm sure. Though heaven has stepped into the breach, still I long for her guidance. But as the reality of how long she has been missing sets in, as it always does, I fight my demons of despair, clinging to hope like a free climber to an impossibly high ledge. Feeling a chill, I get up and shuffle the few steps over to the stove. Opening its door, I find what I suspect: dying embers. If I don't want to freeze to death, I'll have to start paying more attention. After reloading the stove and coaxing the glowing embers to flame under the new logs, I fill the tea kettle and place it on top of the stove. Alongside, I spoon leftover udon noodles and water into a saucepan to heat up. The noodle dish and tea will have to do. More variety would be nice, but we ate the last of the greens 2 nights ago. A tasty watercress salad with sunflower seeds and tahini dressing. The day before the storm arrived, the bright green plants were still growing abundantly up and down the stream to the south of here. But the storm buried the stream, ending watercress gathering until next summer. Earlier today, I managed to shovel a path through the drifting snow to the outhouse out back. But I made sure I was quick about it, as it was just too frostbite dangerous to be outside for any length of time. Maybe I'll do a bit of exploring tomorrow if it warms up, or maybe not, and just stay inside until Luke returns. He'll come tromping in, carrying as much food as his backpack will hold. I just pray he'll return before the weather makes the path up from the road too dangerous. With my supper in hand, I settle in before the fire, legs crossed, on the room's only chair, a worn but comfortable relic that came with the cabin. Above me, the stove's metal chimney rattles in the wind. Outside, fingers of snow curl and blow off the tops of the drifts. To the west, the sky is clearing, as a winter high-pressure system with its bitter cold air chases the last of the storm toward the Dakotas. Out the front window, the pastel hues of the late afternoon sky backlight the tree line up on the western ridge. Dusk shadows the forest. I need to light the oil lamps and finish my simple supper. Then I'll begin my remembering.
I hope you enjoyed the first chapter of The Girl Who Walked Into the Light. Please join us for our next episode, when we will dive deeper into the mysteries of the story. Until then, may you walk in the light.